And there they go to say hello. Same aircraft, incidentally, is being used by the Royal Australian Air Force. Their performance demonstration team also fly the PC7. They're going to be turning around right now, ladies and gentlemen, and returning for the commencement of their performance. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present to you, to narrate for the PC-17, Captain Philipp Hertig from the Swiss Air Force.
Ja, goedendag, dames en heren, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. We have the great pleasure of presenting to you at this sanicole air show. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome the great and unique Swiss Air Force PC7 Team.
Ja.
The team is opening its presentation in the beautiful formation called Flying Diamond. Flying Diamond is also the name of our unique DVD, where you can see spectacular pictures on the PC-17. The PC-7 Team, with its 9 Pilatus PC-7 turboprop aircraft, is the biggest propeller aircraft team in the world. We will not amaze you with any risky maneuvers, but present to you an unforgettable and attractive aerial ballet. As ambassador of the Swiss Air Force, the PC-7 Team symbolizes dynamism, precision and elegance of formation aerobatics. Dynamism, precision and elegance. The big advantage of this propeller aircraft presentation is that the formation changes can actively be followed by the public. So please keep the aircraft in sight during the entire presentation. You can follow right now the formation changing from Super Aero to Delta. Here we go. And as you can observe, this demanding formation change doesn't take longer than 10 seconds. And it is ready. The precision of the aircraft maneuvers and exact formation change must be appreciated. The breadth of this big formation is approximately 70 meters. This corresponds to the wingspan of the biggest aircraft in the world, the Airbus A380. So it's a truly big formation that you see now in front of you. The Delta formation passing at a speed of approximately 190 knots. Another change in formation, the group is passing from Delta to Tel. All pilots in this display team are professional pilots of the Swiss Air Force. They normally fly the fighter jet F-18 Hornet. The training of the PC7 Team aerobatic displays represents only a small part of the pilot's activities. It's their hobby, so to say. In other words, you have in front of you experienced jet fighters. Jet fighter pilots who during the week are flying a modern 20 tons and Mach 1.6 jet, exchanging it with a graceful propeller aircraft for the weekend. This is pretty unique in the aviation world. So here we come with the Tel formation. And now another highlight, you see 3 different formations within one circle. The team has now passed from Tel to Vulcan. And as these Swiss pilots like to do this, you can now see the next formation change from Vulcan to Super Losange. So in other words, 3 different formations with 9 aircraft in one single circle. The Swiss Air Force PC7 Team is one of the few to master this. And here we go. Soloist has separated 2,000 flight hours. He will present us the so-called Cuban 8. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce the commander of the PC7 Team. It is Colonel Werner Hoffmann. a highly experienced professional pilot and a former FA-18 fighter pilot. You might see him, he's in front of the tower building, and he's staying there, and as you can see, he's equipped with a radio so that he can give direct corrective instructions to the pilots if necessary, so that you can enjoy a great show. Highlights the so-called mega split. So initially the 8 aircrafts that you have in front of you will split into 3 subgroups, and then they will present spectacular crossings. So here we go. The mega split. You have one formation just in front of you, flying in the mini diamond formation, which is performing an inclined 60 degrees loop. And the 2 other groups, 2 aircrafts on the left, 2 aircrafts on the right, will now perform a spectacular crossing and guest book where you can place your comments. But let's come back now to the spectacular crossing of 4 aircraft. Here we go. And now from your right comes our soloist, Captain Ment, with a short 400 kilometers per hour. He climbs and climbs and climbs, reaches the minimum speed and falls in the spin. Now. But as the PC7 is a very reliable and proven training aircraft, this uncomfortable situation can be recovered easily, which is perfectly demonstrated by our solist Mensen. Here we go. And now approaching from your left, ladies and gentlemen, a speciality of...
Nou, ik denk dat het 2 niks zijn.
Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is Swiss precision at its best. Ladies and gentlemen, the 5 single loops of the Swiss Air Force PC7 Team. This is great. And now you will see the 2 aircrafts coming right now, upside down, and this really looks funny, but it's quite difficult to fly. And don't forget, there is a propeller at the front of the aircraft that can really hurt if you get too close. So here we go with the mirror flight. And now, straight ahead, looping. And please observe now what is going to happen after this looping, an impressive crossing. And now, well, that was pretty close, and they will do. Here we go. And now during this maneuver they have to support an acceleration of 6G, and now they try to do a coordinator renversement left. Here we go. This is a real ballet, ladies and gentlemen. And now we go for the last close crossing, followed by an inverted flight. Thanks to our 2 captains for this impressive display. And now let's follow another... This sounds quite relaxing, doesn't it? Toppa, toppa, toppa. And I really enjoy it. Very great Swiss precision in front of you. Aircraft flying in formation are very difficult to execute. The maneuvers are close together and completed very quickly. The distance between the aircraft is only 3 to 4 meters, or approximately 10 feet, which changes in speed from 110 to 270 knots. Frankly speaking, flying aerobatics in close formation with propeller-driven aircraft demands the highest level of skills by the team's military pilot. Here we go. And once more, our soloist approaching from your right fills the gap with a special intermezzo. He will present the opposite direction with an airspeed of over 250 knots. Will now fly through this tunnel. And today we are doing something very special because it will be not only one, but as you can see on your left, two tunnel drivers trying to fly through this tunnel. So, the tunnel on your right, the tunnel drivers on your left, and now let's keep the eyes wide open to find the hole in this tunnel. The first went through, excellent. What about the second? Great. And the second aircraft is our soloist, who is now making again a solo display. He starts with a looping. During this solo display, let me give you a few technical details about the Pilatus PC7 aircraft. The Pilatus PC7 is a famous training aircraft and known as the quietest and probably most economical turboprop in its category. The aircraft has been produced by Pilatus Aircraft Limited in Switzerland, who has sold, as we heard before, over 450 PC7s to 20 countries worldwide. The PC7 aircraft has excellent flight characteristics and please check now the three aircrafts in the back. They are repositioning themselves, leading to a new figure called Rocket now. And apparently these pilots love to do this, so they will initiate another formation change, passing to the well-known Ariane formation. Here we go, change into Ariane. And once more, this figure is flown with Swiss precision. Knots, and the 9 aircrafts will be ready for the great finale. And now, ladies and gentlemen, switching directly to the leader's cockpit, the PC7 team will present you its best greetings, followed by the fantastic closing bouquet in the beautiful sky of sanicole. So let's connect to the leader. DJ Libero Commentator.
Public here in sanicole. It's a great pleasure and honor for us to be up here in this pretty nice weather. So I want to send you the best wishes from the Swiss Air Force and your PC7 team. Thanks a lot and see you on ground.
So these were the greetings of the leader of the PC7 team directly from the cockpit, and now let's go for the big finale.
Kraftige.